There's a story.
Did you push play on the live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Around Lake TV. My name is Al.
And my name's Amir. How's it hanging?
And I'm Amber.
How's it hanging, Amber?
It's hanging all right.
All right, well, we're here. We skipped a week last week. We had a hurricane going on.
Oh, yes we did.
Hey, you know what? It was my first experience with a hurricane. I had never been through one. I'm from up
I think
north.
that's crazy. I'm Florida grown, so.
And you're
I've
still
been-
not used to it, huh?
Definitely not used to the power being out.
That power. Let me tell you, we had wind
That
damage.
sucked.
We had a little bit of flooding. I mean, I had a little patch of water that ran into the front door. But other than that, it was all good. I mean, you went out, you picked up the limbs and trees, but the power, it was like constant camping. And let me tell you, I'm not a fan
No,
of camping.
not at all.
I'm done with camping.
Never again?
Never again. I mean, how did we do it when I don't remember. How did they do it when they didn't have electricity?
I have no idea. My kids lost their mind the other day after the power came back on and the Wi-Fi went down for a couple hours.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, you guys, some people still don't have houses to go home to, and you guys are complaining that the Wi-Fi is not working.
Well, did you see some of those images coming from the Keys and
Yes, it's pretty crazy.
St. Thomas, the U.S. Virgin Islands?
Yes, we're definitely lucky.
Yes, I mean,
That
they
we
got
have-
devastated.
Just a few days with no power.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really shocked how fast they are restoring power, though, because I feel like back whenever the last big hurricanes were, we didn't have power for almost a week or more.
Yeah, well, 3-4 days seemed like a year. Let me tell you, it seemed like a year. But there's a lot of people out there right now who don't have power.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
My brother still doesn't have power. He's the only one in his neighborhood, though, that doesn't have power because a tree fell on his service wire to his house. So they're still sitting there in the dark.
You know what amazes me? The street lights. I mean, the stop signs and all that. I figured all those wires would be buried underground or something. Because, with all the new construction that's been going on, you figure they'll take everything and bury it underground?
No.
A lot of the new neighborhoods, they are starting to do that. But still, the power coming to goes.
Yeah, I
goes
mean,
down.
we were standing outside and it was really pouring. He goes, Dad, look, green lightning. You know what green lightning is, right?
No.
It's a transformer blowing
Oh.
up. Green lightning. Somebody told me that. I'm like, really? I didn't know that. I mean, we made it. When you rely on cooking with the electricity, that makes a big difference too.
See, we were all right with that. My mom pulled out the grill, and she had one of those big frying, hot burner things that you use for the big frying pot for, the turkeys and stuff. She pulled that out. Cooking wasn't a problem for us.
We went. We were on 441, and we saw a gas station open. Now this guy was open with no electricity. There was no gas being pumped, but he was selling stuff inside the store.
Well, heck yeah.
I mean, with no power. I mean,
Cash only.
Cash only. And then across the street, the pizza place had power though.
Yeah.
And so we went and had pizza that night. What was the name of the place?
The Geno's?
The Giorno's.
Oh, yeah.
Next to the BP over there. They had power over there. So we ordered pizza, wings, cannolis.
Oh, I love a cannoli.
Yeah, lift it up.
Cannolis are my favorite.
Yes, yes.
Are theirs good over there?
They are as good as you're going to get in Central Florida.
Oh.
It's not Chicago cannolis now. Don't get yourself all carried away. They have cannolis.
Not real Italian cannolis?
Yeah, you go to Oak Park or something in Melrose Park and any of those Italian places.
But yeah, the power was so spotty. One business would have it, and the next one, and I think it just all depends on.
We drove around. What was it, Monday night or Tuesday night, just to see who had power. And Eustis seemed like nobody had power in Eustis.
Yeah,
Same for
for a
Mount
minute,
Dora.
Same for Mount Dora.
nobody had it, and then all of a sudden, everybody had it at one time. It's like they just switched a big switch, the big button.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Go.
On St. Clair Abrams, you know where that is in
Uh-huh.
Paris. There was a big old tree down,
Oh,
and
yeah,
the wires were pulled down. 4 days later, they cleaned it up.
Really?
Come on, that's just a tree. Cut the darn thing off and let's go. 4
Well,
days
and I
there.
heard some places, like the the downed trees, they have to get permission from the power company to take the tree down because they have to clear that the power lines are actually turned off.
A lot of cities control their own power lines, like Leesburg, Mondora, a lot of Tiberias. I mean, this was Tiberias. I mean, this city of Tiberias should have gone in and blip, blip, taken care of it.
Because a friend of mine, she lives in Umatilla, and I just saw on Facebook the other night was that she's waiting on the city to have a meeting with Duke Energy to clear that their lines that were down were off so they could clear the trees so Duke Energy could come back in and put up their lines back.
So they were waiting for a restaurant to open up so they can have this meeting at a nice little luncheon.
And that's what I was blowing my mind. I was like, really? The city's got to set up a meeting with Duke Energy? Can't that just be a phone call and be like, yes,
or a text or an email? Everybody's got handhelds. Nobody uses laptops or desktops. Everybody does it on their hand.
Meanwhile, behind that entire setup, we have a laptop running everything.
And what were we talking about? We were talking about getting rid of that and just having another...
Yeah, we were.
Yes.
Just a tablet or...
No, just another phone, another tripod to get rid of the whole laptop thing because you can do it without it.
Oh, yeah, you can do... You don't need a computer. This is a computer.
Yeah, it is a handheld. Anyway, so... we drove around. It was eerie. We walked into Target and they were running on generators.
Really?
And it was eerie in there. You know, those dim lights. Just the front registers were working. All the frozen things were riled off, and you walked around and it was just dark in there. You know, like,
I went into Walmart. What was it? Wednesday afternoon, and it was weird just seeing like all the cooler cases empty. Like. All of the cooler cases.
Well, they had to throw all that away because any of these places that didn't have generators to back up
they
the
lost them all.
Well, it's a write-up for all these big companies. Anyway.
Well, it was funny. Before the hurricane even hit, one of my friends, she said that she posted that they stopped at IGA to get some essentials or whatever, and they were handing out ice cream. For every customer, they were just handing out free ice cream just to get rid of it before the storm. Just have some ice cream, take it with you. So
yes.
There was like 4 or 5 of them with her, and they all got to pick their own ice cream to take with them.
There were a lot of good stories out there. A lot of people helping each other out. I'm sure there were some bad ones. A lot of people looting in big cities. I mean, I saw some of those videos.
I didn't see it. I haven't heard anything like locally here.
Well, in Orlando there was. I mean, locally, no, I didn't. Thank God there wasn't anything on there. But I saw images out of Orlando and Miami and Tampa. People just started looting.
That's sad. Just people taking advantage.
Yeah, I mean, people need an excuse to go loot. You know, in this day and age, everything's being recorded anyway. That they're gonna catch you.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, if they want you, they're gonna get you.
Yeah.
Any other stories from the hurricane?
Oh, there's no sound. They're saying on Facebook.
We got no sound?
No sound.
Say thank you. Do we have sound now?
Do we have sound now?
Yeah?
No.
Play with those things.
Play with those things.
The levers.
Technical difficulties always.
Well, when you don't have
We have 4 viewers too. Well, 3.
Well,
No,
that
now
dropped
2
out.
because I'm one of them.
When you don't have somebody behind there monitoring all that, it gets a little difficult.
Computer, what are you doing over there?
Go see if the sounds are working, and then you can jump back in. Technical difficulties. This is going to be...
Where's our sign language person when you need him?
Yeah, where is Brentley?
How is he doing, actually?
I don't know. I haven't heard from him. Have you talked to Brentley?
No.
He hasn't, checked in to see if we need him? No sound still. Is there a switch on this that has to be turned on? Is there sound now? Hello? Come on, man. Do we need a redo? And take 5.
5.
Your phone's not muted, is it? Like, is there a way to...
I don't know if it shouldn't make a difference if the phone's muted.
Hello? Test, test.
Is it going through the
Is the board turned
the
on?
mixer?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the phone that's muted.
How would the phone be muted?
No, the phone's not muted. The alarm went off this morning.
Is it plugged in?
That would help too.
Hello?
I don't know what to do.
Well, are we dancing now?
Said charades.
We did the
Oh,
and the other one.
Vogue.
Maybe on the bottom half of the high. There you go, Amber. Well, meantime, while everybody's trying to figure out what's going on, why we got no sound, and I'm going to sit here and smile.
Sing a song now, Al.
Oh my goodness. That would be horrible.
Where's your... Sing a song now, Al.
We got sound. What'd you do?
Where's your... Now it's on loop, too. Oops.
Oh. Now we can hear an echo of ourselves in the background too.
All right.
This is our only professional podcast.
This is what makes us special, folks.
So special.
When we pulled up over here, we didn't take a big van. We took a little van here.
My van's pretty big.
Well, you do have a van, don't you?
I have a minivan.
Yeah. You,
But it's kind of big van.
well,
I like my van.
no. Okay.
Let's see.
All right, so we were talking about the hurricane for how many minutes that nobody heard?
Just redo it.
Hi, guys.
Hi. We're going to start this one fresh. Okay, we were talking about the hurricane.
We were talking about the
This
hurricane.
was my first experience with the hurricane this while I was in Florida. We had Matthew last year, which was really not a hurricane.
That was a sad excuse for a hurricane.
That was. I mean, it didn't even rain that
The
much.
windstorm.
No, like
It wasn't even a windstorm.
we took the day off of work and we ended up playing outside with the kids.
Yeah,
We stayed at my mom's and everything for that, like so we all could be together.
It evacuated.
And
you know what it is? The media. Actually, forget the media. In this case, the governor came out so early and said you had to evacuate.
this hurricane was so stressful. Like
Yes.
I've always been. I grew up in Florida. I was born in Florida. I've been through a lot of hurricanes. This one was so stressful. Well, I think they said 11 days it took to get here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we knew about this so far in advance.
And everybody's like, you got to lose. You got
And
to
it was
be
like
ready. You're going to have this.
The
You're going to
news
have
kept
this.
saying it's the storm of the century, basically.
And that's because everybody was telling them. The governor came out and said, listen, if you're not moving, you're going to be buried.
You're gonna die.
That's what the mayor of, what was it, Miami said? If you're not evacuating out of the coastal
You're
area,
gonna die.
you're going to die. So, you don't know, well, there were people who died, but those were out of those seniors over at the...
Well, and the sad thing was most of the deaths have been after the storm.
Yeah.
It's the cleanup. It's the people not thinking and
The
putting
downed
their
power
generator in their living room.
Yeah, it's going to have carbon monoxide, people.
Like,
Take that generator and put it
please
outside.
Be safe. Your generator is supposed to be like 15, 20 feet away from the house, so the fumes still can't get back into the house.
Especially when you don't have when you have windows open and you have because you have most of the people running generators are running those little ones that only spit out enough for a refrigerator,
Maybe a fan,
couple
and
of
a light.
fans, and that's it. Now, what would be funny if people say, "Hey, hell with the refrigerator. Let's just do the TV."
We did that. I know people that have, like, they switch back and forth. Like,
Did they?
cool down the refrigerator for a little while and then turn that, plug in the TV and the cable box.
We saw a heavy-duty generator by us.
Yeah.
Somebody had a big old thing, and they had
Power
it
the
hooked
whole
up.
block.
Yeah, they could have powered the whole block, but they didn't. They only took care of themselves. So much for that selfish person. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did say that.
Didn't say that.
You want us to cut that part out?
No, we're live. I can't cut that
And
out.
they can hear us now.
Oh, that's beautiful. We were talking about the eerie feeling that I got when I walked into Target and they only had generators going.
Did they even have generators going?
It was on some kind of emergency lighting.
Yeah.
I mean, the registers were working. I actually used my debit card in there, so I mean, there was something working. But I mean, it was eerie. I mean, the lights were dim. It was like walking into a Halloween house. Crazy.
What'd you go in there for?
Rice.
Right.
Rice.
The man needed some rice.
Rice. You know what?
That was the day we got our power back.
Yes,
though.
and it was. They still didn't have power in there. So that was that.
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy. Like, people losing their mind over gas and...
People were actually, that's where the worst of the people came out. At gas stations, at restaurants, people were cutting in lines. People didn't care, cursing each other out and stuff. I'm like, holy crap, folks, stay in line, be organized. They actually had to have cops out there. Did you not?
Yeah, it was insane.
That's where people lost their mind.
Yeah, Tuesday morning, me and my sister, all we wanted was Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Because we didn't have power in the morning, so it's like we just want coffee. After dealing with the kids and everything, it's like we're stressed to the max. We just want a coffee, and we heard Dunkin' Donuts was open. So we tried to hit the one on 441 in Tiberias. Oh my God, that place was insane. Between 7-Eleven on the corner and Dunkin' Donuts, those two, you couldn't even get in there. People were parking on the side of the road, on the side of the highway to get into Dunkin' Donuts. So we were like,
Oh, we went there.
On Tuesday, we
Yeah.
did.
we'll go. So we decided to try to hit the one over on 19 on the other side of town. And that one was, we probably waited 30 minutes in line in the drive-thru, but we got coffee and it wasn't crazy. And the girl at the window was so nice, and we were like, thank you for being here and taking care of us and giving us some coffee.
It was, what, an hour?
An hour wait, but I was glad we waited because we ended up getting donuts, fresh donuts that they just pulled out, fresh muffins.
Really?
Yeah.
They didn't
And-
have any donuts at the other
No,
one.
and I told them, listen, wait, we're gonna wait here. By the time we get all the way up there, they're gonna have all this fresh stuff, and they did. And then we went right in the car, like we were animals in that car. What time did you end up going there?
It was probably 9-ish.
No,
in the
we
morning.
went there about 10:30.
10.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
earlier.
about 10, and we got out around, what, noon?
No, it wasn't that long. It was
So
a
you
long
stayed
line.
there long enough to eat lunch too?
We should have ordered lunch. No, we ended up going. What did we do for lunch? We went somewhere else for lunch.
We got Taco Bell for lunch because Taco Bell by the mall was open.
Yeah, Leesburg had all the power.
Yeah.
We drove by the McDonald's over there by Leesburg. It was packed. That line
Was
how far long? It was all the way down to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad when we went by.
No, it was.
That was the night they got power.
Yeah.
I'm just ready for everything to go back to normal and the kids to go back to school and
When is school starting in Lake County?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah, the employees have to report back Monday because a lot of the schools were used for shelters. So a lot of the classrooms were all moved around. So I guess the teachers need to go back in and make sure that the rooms are okay and set up. And I'm sure for the other school staff to come in and clean or do whatever.
I know
needs to
Orange
be
County is
done.
going to be open Monday. Kids are back in school Monday. For some reason, I'm getting an alert from Orange County.
That's weird.
Schools are closed today. Okay, I don't care.
You know,
about Orange
before every message they say, if you're getting these messages wrongly,
Not from Orange County. In Lake County, they say that.
Yeah, you gotta listen to this whole big
Yeah.
spiel
Uh-huh.
about opting in and out of calls before they actually.
And
give
then if you
the
really want to
inform-
opt out, you got to call another number to opt out. So why am I going to call and opt out at that moment?
Because
Yeah.
you keep on saying, oh, it's bothering you, it's
It
annoying
is.
you.
I've got to find out how I got hooked up with that anyway. I know I do a little bit of work out in Orange County with the schools, but
Wait a second, this isn't your only job? Just
Do you
doing this
have another
podcast once a
child?
week?
Do you have another child that we don't know
a
about?
child, maybe I do, that I don't know about.
They signed you up in Orange County.
Well, I'm ready for things to go back to normal. I mean, there's a lot of pain out there. People will recover. We always do.
Yeah.
But the damage in Central Florida was really not that substantial. Now, Naples got hit hard too. I was looking at some of the videos, but it's no flooding.
Umatilla got hit quite hard.
There was a
because of
tornado.
The tornadoes
Yeah.
that went through.
A couple of roofs got blown off, and
Yeah, there was quite a few houses that were damaged and trees falling on the houses. So, but we were really fortunate. We didn't have any damage. We got power back fairly quickly, and everybody's safe and healthy. And
yep, and that's what matters. Everybody's safe and healthy. So we're gonna move on from the hurricane topic.
We've only been talking about it for 20 minutes.
Well, it's not bad. It was something that
10
big
minutes,
that
people
happened.
couldn't hear any.
Well, for 10 minutes, nobody heard a word. They heard it. Watch their lips going. Anyway, there was a couple of movies we went and saw. We saw one that we all saw.
First
It.
time ever.
First time ever. Amber actually went and saw a movie.
Yes, I borrowed my one of my good friends' husbands to go with me.
You couldn't go alone?
You're not supposed to go to a scary movie by yourself.
Just buy
Then I
some
would have-
popcorn. You can hug on to that tub.
Then I would have to walk out in the parking lot by myself.
There's no clowns out there. You
Do you
never
know where we live?
We live in Lake County. I forgot.
There's clowns everywhere.
You got to worry about the ones with the balloons, though.
Well, and the funny thing, when my friend picked me up, I was like, we should have got some red balloons and then tied them to random cars in the parking lot.
That would have been creepy.
He's like, oh my God, yeah, we should have done that.
You know what would have been creepy as people are walking into the show? You stand there in that clown outfit, that actual clown
Like
outfit.
tie one to the.
Yeah.
I should have tied a balloon
And
to
try
like
to
the
hand
trash
it
can.
and try to hand one to everybody walking in.
Next time.
So, what do you think about the movie?
Best horror movie this year, hands down.
Okay, yeah.
Absolutely agree. I loved it. I thought it was a great remake, retelling of this old story.
Did you see the original?
Yes.
The 5-hour long.
I did actually finish watching that. It took me about 3 weeks of watching it, getting bored,
You
taking a
didn't fall
It
nap.
was
asleep?
originally a TV series.
Yeah.
Yes,
right?
it was like a 3-part,
2-part.
2-part.
Yeah.
It was a 4-hour. Who had it on? Sci-Fi Channel had it on.
They had it on like constantly, like
Constantly.
on a loop.
Yeah, and I was 4 hours is just too long for a movie, even for Lord of the Rings, which I love.
Oh. You can quote that movie.
But it was actually pretty well done. I mean, the clown. I mean,
He was great.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was creepy. They added just enough creep to him.
Georgie, you want a
Those
balloon,
teeth.
Georgie? What's your favorite thing at the
You'll
carnival,
float
George?
too. Georgie, you'll float too.
Actually, well made. The theory, because it was a Stephen King movie book, you got to go with it. But the movie was well made.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well made. I like the part that they didn't continue it to the part where they got older. Now we got to wait for part 2 to come out.
I know.
Which is when you look
27 years.
Sorry, Al.
I'm going to be gone by then. I'm not going to remember this then.
No, they're saying 2019.
2019. Okay, 2 years.
You might not be around for that.
Don't say that. That's not nice.
You might not either, or neither might you.
Well, you never know.
No.
But it was great. My favorite part was probably when George got his arm ripped off. I just
The blood.
when he's like scooching on the ground.
Now, would you, if you were lost your little waxed boat, and a clown in the sewer was talking to you, would you reach in to grab it?
Me.
I wouldn't anticipate its mouth opening up to 5 times its face size and then ripping my arm off.
You know, the mouth looked like that alien mouth. You remember from the
Yeah,
alien
like the
movies?
layers.
Yeah. And it bit his hand on it, and he just, and the old ladies who's out there couldn't hear him yelling.
Yeah.
And then she sees the blood and she's running after that. Okay, they got to make a movie out of it, so.
I mean, like in the book, the clown has like mind control powers. That's why everyone in the town is like oblivious to the kids dying.
Or disappearing.
Well, they kind of allude to that with because he fed into all the different fears of all the different
Are we
kids.
waiting for me to talk?
Yeah.
I take a really long sip.
There was a 5-second silence there, and that wasn't our equipment now, folks. Anyway, I actually like the part where they ended the way they ended it. I mean, the graphics were. You said it should have been in 3D.
I think it would have been great in 3D.
There would have been a couple of good parts in 3D, I guess, when the blood in the bathroom with what's her name? was
Oh,
in
yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been kind of because it would have flown out and people would have been startled by that.
Like when he's dancing on the stage thing.
Yeah, that would have been
That
good
would
too.
have been good at 3D.
Or when he pops out of the projector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
See, they should have made it in 3D.
Well, they tried.
They could have made all the kids floating in the air 3D, and it kind of would have looked like it was above you.
I think it was a well-made movie the way it was.
It was awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
I would go see it again.
We did go see it again.
we did.
Did
One
you?
of those days we didn't have power. They said, "Okay, I need air conditioning," so we went and saw it again. On Tuesday we did.
Yeah, Tuesday.
I would
Yeah.
definitely go again. If anybody wants to see it with me, I'll go again.
We're not. I'm done with it. We saw another movie yesterday. Now
Oh.
you didn't see this, but I think this was the worst movie of the year, as far as I'm concerned. It might be a worst movie of the decade.
I'm so disappointed I didn't get to see it.
It was, when you're walking out of a movie theater and everybody's saying, "Oh my God, that was just horrible. Why did I sit and watch this freaking movie all the way through?" And Amir says, "Dad, it's just intellectual. You don't get it."
And maybe it's just a metaphor.
Maybe, you know what? Put that dummy stick on my head, and then I don't get that kind of stuff. It was the most god awful movie I've seen.
It was weird.
It was not even weird. Weird I can put up with when there's no rhyme or reason to a movie, and the movie director tells you that you're gonna hate it. Just look out for the metaphors. You're like, oh, really? So I could have taken that $20 and we could have gone and had a nice meal. Certain places around town, 2 meals and an appetizer for $20,
I think lighting $20 on fire would be more entertaining.
and recording
Was
it.
that good?
It was god awful. It was one of those
It's such a shame too because it was like star packed.
star-packed, and then they showed previews of it.
They made it seem like a horror movie when it really
And it
wasn't.
really wasn't. There was nothing horror about that movie. It was just, I don't get it. It was just nothing.
Was it one that kind of had a lot of like those long drawn out like silences too? And,
Yeah,
like,
where
Yes.
you're expecting a jump scare.
like
There wasn't
they're
one.
really dramatic and
I'm not.
and
I
then
was
nothing
disappointed.
happens.
I actually was looking forward to this movie.
Oh yeah, I thought it was going to be the best horror movie of the year. I thought it was going to be it.
Actually, when they only put it in 2 theaters, I should have gotten a clue that this movie was not that good, because it's in about 12 theaters over there. This was in 2, and it just
and
came
it's
out.
its opening weekend.
And when we went there, what was it? Half an hour prior to the show starting, and there was nothing but open seats in there. We should have gotten a clue then too. It was god awful. People hated it. I could, there are people in front of us, in the back of us, as they're walking out, they're cursing the movie out. And people are not shy about
Oh, no.
showing their emotions nowadays. They'll just, "Blah, blah, blah." Okay.
I will give it one thing: the cinematography was pretty good.
It was, but that doesn't make a movie. It's got to have a plot, a theme, a rhythm, or something. Something.
Yeah.
That takes me
Especially with
somewhere.
all those stars that were in it. I couldn't believe that, Jennifer Lawrence and Michelle Pfeiffer and
And Buffon from Juventus was.
That's a joke about 0 people get.
Yeah, because the guy the main actor looked like this soccer player on a European team, and you kept going, oh, this is Buffon.
Yeah, because you keep on going on about how he's the worst.
Look, we're not talking sports today. We're talking.
Oh, we got.
But I would not recommend that movie to anybody. No,
Wait
don't go
till
see it.
it's-
Wait till it comes on regular TV, not even cable.
it'll be on Netflix next week. We'll watch it on Netflix next week.
And you will fall asleep, or you're gonna call and say, you know what, you should have warned me about this damn movie. It's god awful.
I
Yeah.
warned you guys.
It's awful. The new iPhone X is coming out.
Oh yeah?
The Galaxy S8, both an Apple logo on it.
Yeah, but $1,000 for this one.
That is so crazy. But
Like-
people will pay it
Like,
because
just to
they're
put that into perspective, the entire Cracker Barrel menu
Mhm.
is
Oh, yeah.
$800.
$827 or something like that. I saw a meme of that this morning.
I didn't see
I'd
that.
rather eat the whole menu of a Cracker Barrel.
$1,000. I don't get it. People are going to spend it. People
Oh,
are going to
yeah.
go stand in
Oh,
line.
yeah.
They're going to go. They're going to be. Oh, I got to get it. I got to get it. Me, I'm happy with my 6 Plus. That's an antique now.
I'm really waiting for the Samsung, the new Note. They've got to be working on a new Note.
It came out like last week, or they announced it last week.
It came out the Note 8
Yeah.
about a month
Really?
ago.
Oh, see, I'm behind that. You sure it's not just the S8?
No,
That's
the Note 8.
S8 right there. What do you think
I'm
about the
behind.
S8?
It's a really good
Oh,
phone.
okay, I'm upset.
Oh, if it had an Apple logo on it, you'd really like it, right? You'd be eating it up.
Yeah, my antique over there works perfectly.
Well, and what's so fabulous about the new one?
It's got face recognition.
Oh.
So does
because
this.
I need
Okay.
something that
You
will
need-
recognize my face.
Apple and Google to have your
Hey,
face.
Timber!
I want my phone to get excited when I put it up to it.
Wait. You can animate your emojis now with your face.
Ah, see?
Just what I need.
I'm not going to even go there. A couple of things crossed my head. I'm like, nope. Usually I would have just...
Let's not talk about tablet screen sizes either.
I thought you were getting a big old tablet. Anyway, we're not going to go there. Selena Gomez got a kidney transplant. I didn't even know she was sick.
I didn't know she was sick either.
I forgot she existed.
Me too. I mean,
She's disappeared, I guess, probably
Because she was
she's
Sick, yeah.
one of her friends came out and gave her a kidney. That was mighty nice of that friend.
I would give a friend a kidney.
What kind of kid's knee?
That's one of my jokes.
That is one
None
of your jokes.
Bad dad joke.
Bad dad jokes. That's funny. Yeah, but that's nice, kind of nice. Giving up a kidney is a huge thing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you only got 2. So if you get a bum one after a few years, you're done. Because you already gave one
Then
away.
you're going to be
You
on the
want it
wait
back.
list.
Hey, can I get my kidney back? No.
I lent it to you. It wasn't like a keep thing.
Just hope you got a sister or something that's got 2 good ones.
Yeah, but that's nice. I mean, I like her music anyway. She's the whole thing with Justin Bieber and good for her. Oh, Lady Gaga was in the hospital.
Oh, yeah? Why?
She's got pains.
Pains.
She's got pains.
You've got pains.
I
I
live
got
with
pains, too. Maybe I should go sit in the hospital.
You know what? Sometimes that you need a break.
We'll go to the beach for that.
Yeah, but you got to get off the lounge chair. In the hospital, they come and move you around.
Yeah, but then they wake you up every hour on the hour to get your blood pressure, and that's too much.
Have you been in that?
Yeah.
I've never been in that circumstance at a
You haven't?
hospital. No. I had a kidney stone that I went and spent a few hours in there, but I've never actually gone to a hospital and been in there for hour on an hour, get your blood work done, no. Knock on wood. I'm going to jinx myself now. Because both of you are looking at me.
I've had 2 babies.
Damn you need to go in there.
The only time I've ever stayed at the hospital when I had my kids, and
Yeah,
I mean,
for you. For women, that's a huge thing.
they check on you quite often overnight, and
Yeah.
it's pretty annoying. It's like, I'm fine, leave me alone, let me sleep.
I don't see the fun in those little beds. I mean, I know you can go up and down, but they don't
And
conquer
the
to your
ones that
body.
are air adjustable
Yeah.
ones, like,
Well,
And
it's
then
not
somebody
a
can take you for a ride in one of those.
It's not a 5-star resort. It's a hospital.
That's why I've never stayed more than 3-4 hours. I'd rather go to a hotel.
Just hang out in the lobby the whole time.
That actually might not be bad either. You know what I've been thinking about lately? It's been a long time since I got a massage. I need a massage.
I had one about a month ago or so. It was nice.
See, I haven't had one in years.
You should go.
My body needs it. My body needs to be adjusted back.
Probably almost 10 years ago now, I was in a little fender bender, and I messed up my back and my neck.
How much money did you get for that?
My doctor prescribed me.
How much money did you get for
I
that?
didn't get any money for that. But my
Are you
doctor,
still working on the lawsuit? There's a statute of limitations.
I haven't got nothing from that, trust me. But my doctor prescribed massage therapy for it. And so, I went 3 times a week for several weeks. But my massage therapist then, she said that everyone should go at least once a month. It's like changing your oil in your car. You should
And keeping her in business.
You should take care of yourself and get at least one massage.
But you don't change your oil once a month.
I almost do.
Do you?
As much driving as I do.
I should, as much driving as I do.
They say 3,000 miles. You go through 3,000 miles a month?
It's
Easily.
easy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you drive all over the map. I forgot. Mr. Busy Man over here.
Busy man. Well, we're talking about massages, not busy man over here. I need
Well,
a
you
massage.
need a massage because you're so busy and driving all over, and you sit in your car all the time.
All day long. Anyway, so is there a good local massage therapist around here?
Oh, there's tons of them.
Well, if anybody's listening to this show or is going to watch it later, throw me a message because I'm looking for somebody to. I need one once a month, you said?
Once a month.
Yeah, that'll be good once a month. Those chairs at the gym are only good for when you're really in.
Like
I
10
haven't been to the
minutes.
gym in so long. It's so sad. I have run a few times. But I think I might stop at the gym and tan at least.
You know what? When we don't have enough sun out there, you need to go to the gym to tan.
Yeah. But I got a wedding to go to in a couple weeks, and I need to have nice
Take the kids to the beach.
You did a couple weeks ago.
It's time. You don't go to.
But then you get tan lines, and then if I get a dress that I have tan lines, then it won't look as good.
You do you. I'm going to leave it at that.
I'm gonna
You
do
see, you
me.
gotta butter yourself.
But lotion yourself up and then go like Kramer out there,
Yeah.
sit on the roof, come back, smell like fried chicken or something. Put a little butter on you.
Get some bacon.
And throw some herbs and stuff on top.
Oh my goodness.
Newman looked at him like he was a turkey. And that's Seinfeld. You've seen that episode?
No, I have not.
Okay, you gotta find that one. It was funny.
Okay.
NASA had a big thing going. We threw some junk into Saturn.
Not really junk.
It was just a space.
Well, it must have been junk if they just threw it away.
No, that was its job.
You know what they said?
Was to
we
crash?
we crashed it into Saturn.
Well, it had run its course, and they said, all right, let's go see how far it can get into Saturn while still giving us information.
So
Not
how
very
would
far.
how would we feel if somebody came and crashed it into our planet?
I know. What
It
if
has
the aliens
happened.
just?
It started using us as a junkyard. A
Maybe
dump.
they do.
Maybe they do. That's why we got all this junk laying around. You wake up someday and you see junk right on. People are animals, by the way. You know what? When you drive around and you see people throwing their garbage right out in the middle of the road and stuff, and you're like,
hamburgers and stuff.
no, actual bags.
What?
That's
Oh yeah.
I'm like, come on.
And people are like, oops, it was an
Oops, there's a frickin' gas station right there. Go put it in their dumpster.
Oh, like a small bag. I thought you were talking like a big
garbage bag. You've seen them on the side of the road.
Oops.
They had to open the door to throw that one out. They couldn't even
Wait
go out
for
the window.
trash day and actually put it in somebody's trash can.
Yeah. Come on, people. Anyway,
Yeah.
we were talking
So
about
we're-
NASA. Then we went on a
Crashing
tangent.
our garbage
come
into
on.
other planets.
What is the spaceship called? It was the Cassian?
Cassian? It's spelled Cassini.
Cassini. See?
I saw a video of people like crying and stuff. Like the NASA people were like, "Oh, our baby, we crashed it."
I don't know. How many years was it out
15.
there? 15? All right, that baby had grown up. That's like a dog. 15 in technology years is like 1,000.
Yeah. I mean, I think it has to be pretty advanced. You know, it's a spaceship.
We were on the moon in 1969.
Fair point, but
And that moon was in Arizona, the space landing. The moon landing.
you see, no, I don't think
More
they.
conspiracy.
No. They didn't fake the moon landing. They faked Neil Armstrong.
The one giant step for mankind.
No,
That was all staged, right?
No, he was staged. Yeah, he's a cyborg.
It was a cyborg.
Oh.
Also, that trumpet guy was a cyborg. Lance Armstrong.
Neil, his brother Lance, huh? Anyway, you know who Lance Armstrong is, right?
Yes.
Who?
The astronaut.
See, that's why I asked these
Oh no,
things.
he's the biker.
Yes!
guy that only has one testicle.
Yes, and
That's his only defining characteristic.
it is. Plus, he was on blood transfusions and steroids and every other kind of enhancing.
And then all his titles got stripped from him because he
7
was
of them.
because he was
And he-
juicing.
And for years, he kept denying. Went on TV. I have never taken performance-enhancing drugs.
Here's physical evidence.
That was
Liar, liar, it's on fire.
That's fake news. Anyway,
More fake news. You know I'm here sometimes. Oh yeah, you forgot your cup of water. You haven't been like crazy drinking it today.
I'm like dying over here.
how do you put up with yourself? Well, you made millions and all that, billions most probably from bicycling, but
Oh yeah, he don't care.
pointing at somebody and Rafael Palmero, that's the guy who went in front of Congress, pointed his finger. I have never done performance enhancing drugs. 2 months later, boop, busted.
Well,
Anyway,
I thought
also
you said we weren't going to talk about sports.
we are not. We're going to go back to the the crash on Saturn.
they couldn't do it to like Mars or anything too. It's like way out there.
Well, we've been to. Well, we got stuff on Mars right now, the rovers and all that.
Plus, here's the thing. How do you crash something into a planet made out of gas?
Does it like deteriorate before it even gets there?
I'm sure once it hits the atmosphere, just like it would
Yeah.
our atmosphere, it would just burn.
They
out
said
anyway.
it burnt up, but
Yeah,
what
but
did they
you
say
never
it
know.
crashed?
Because
What if the aliens really abducted it and they're using it for their technology now?
Sometimes you worry me. What
This
aliens?
is just a ruse.
See, this is a
NASA.
conversation between you two because I don't believe in aliens. I have never seen them.
I've never seen them either.
There's got to be aliens out there.
Have you seen some of the pictures?
Why do they all look like they got long heads, big, and they're all green?
Because they live in like different atmospheres. There's no telling what we would look like if we didn't have like gravity.
Maybe
and
to them we look like weirdos.
we probably
Yeah.
do.
Look at these ugly humans.
They're all so different.
Ah!
Like most of them, the pictures you see look fairly similar. Like how do they tell each other apart?
How did they tell each other apart? They all look the same. How?
Very carefully.
Hey, I saw a mole on your finger. Come here. Is that you, Lou? Well, that's all I got for the week.
That's all you got for the week?
And then on that. Amber, what you got?
I got nothing. Really.
And the words of wisdom.
That's all.
I'm here. While
Nothing.
you're choking on water?
Yeah, I don't know how
We're
to
probably
drink.
boring people at this point.
No, we've been on for 50, well, actually
45 minutes?
45 minus the 10 we didn't have any audio on.
It's pre-show.
The pre-show, watch the pre-show on YouTube, because this is getting recorded on YouTube.
We're all getting, caught up from the hurricane, and
You know what?
Doing-
Things are going to be back to normal next week.
yeah, I can't wait to
Yeah.
not that I'm excited to go grocery shopping, but to actually be able to go in the grocery store and get milk and like
We got to
essential-
find milk. Yeah.
Publix had milk a few days ago.
Yeah, but they have those little things
Mount
in there.
Dora was fully stocked, I think.
Publix?
Of dairy stuff. They had a little bit of meat.
We had actually had some steaks from there the last couple of nights.
Yeah.
We had
But
them.
Walmart was all of their cooler cases were empty. It was kind of bizarre looking.
Well, see, Publix is right here in Lakeland, so all they got to do is truck things over. I don't know where Walmart's bringing their stuff from.
Wyoming.
Wyoming?
Local distributions, but that's the problem. Is some of our local distribution centers may be
Empty?
empty
Or
Ruined?
or
Ruined.
under.
You know what I was telling Amir?
stocked
I was saying, hey, let's wait a couple of days before we go eat at any restaurant. Who knows what they're serving?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, especially some of these little mom and pop places.
Oh,
You just
don't make
hate
me
small
think about
businesses.
that.
I think you just hate small businesses.
I love small businesses.
No, you don't.
They love me too.
Is there anything cool coming up this coming week?
Any
good movies or?
I don't know. You've had the same
festivals or-
article on your tablet this entire
Blood
time.
leaks onto road from funeral home like a scene from a horror movie. And I'm stuck at that. I cannot move past that one line.
Yeah, you're
I've been
really
trying to read it.
Really struggling.
Of course, it's from Louisiana. Doesn't surprise me. Never mind, I'm not going to say that either.
What, you hate people from Louisiana?
No, I love people from Louisiana. It's
And
the
they
funny-
love you too.
I bet they do. What movies are coming on next week? Anybody looking at that?
Let's see.
I think, what's that? Kingsman is coming out next week?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that looks good.
Yeah. I haven't seen the first one.
I haven't either.
We did see the first
How
one.
come I don't remember it?
Maybe it's just a forgettable movie.
Maybe I fell asleep in that one.
No, you were awake for it.
Sometimes when the movie's so bad, I like taking naps. And then he wakes me like this, Dad, you're snoring. I'm like, hell yeah.
Thor, is that a new one?
That comes out in November.
That is a good one, though. I can't wait to see that.
All right, so some real gems coming out next week.
Winners?
The Lego Ninjago movie.
Whoa!
Oh, way back.
Hold up.
Midnight showing for that one, right?
Oh, yeah, we're going to rush in there. What else?
Kingsman,
That I will go see.
Friend Request.
That's that horror / thriller /
I'm a little concerned about it because they didn't give review copies.
American Made. That comes out soon, the 28th.
That actually I want to go see with
It
Tom
looks
Cruise.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actual facts, a true story.
I know.
About
Is it? Is it a true story?
Noriega and what's that drug guy? Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, this Flatliner looks good too. Flatliners is a remake of an old movie.
Yes,
isn't it?
I've seen the old one. The original preview they had in the theaters looked really good. And
Made
then,
it seem like a horror movie.
yeah, and now it's not.
Yeah.
So there's something up where they changed the preview on it.
Oh, they're releasing E.T. back in